everyone, welcome back to Minecraft Academy. Okay, so in this video, what we're going to talk about is closing unresponsive chats in our lives. So to free up the storage, just like RAM in a computer. Yeah, exactly. Because what does the RAM do in a computer? Because the RAM actually is about how efficient the computer can work, right? If the RAM is smooth and great, what it does is that it would make our task performing much smoother. So this actually is the same when it comes to our lives. We also have our RAM, and that RAM would be very slow when we have a lot of windows or say chat rooms or say tasks running in the back end. So that being said, it would be our head space, right? It's just as if you open so many tabs on your browser in the computer, right? It's really slowing the entire RAM down, or say the efficiency of how the computer works, or even for the phone. That's why sometimes we have to kill apps, right? For the Apple users. Okay, we have to kill apps so to free up the space, so to free up the storage, so to speak, which is for short-term memories somehow. Now, what I usually do, I use this as kind of like a Minecraft tricks for myself to free up space when it comes to interpersonal relationships. What does it mean by that? What do I mean by that? Is that sometimes, when it comes to contexts or situations that we send a request, so to speak, to a person asking if this person say, do you want to come out with me to join me for dinner? Or do you want to do this together? Do you want to go hiking together? Or even these are quite general, things that you're inviting someone or asking someone out. It could be to go on a date, right? Now, there could be other scenarios that are much more sensitive. It could be about emotional conversations, such as expressing how you feel towards a person's behavior. That could be quite sensitive. And sometimes people can be very unresponsive, because not everyone operates in a way that is efficient enough to respond. Some people do prefer to procrastinate or to avoid sensual or sensitive or emotional conversations, because for some people it is not easy for them to communicate genuinely, especially when it comes to feelings. Okay, so everyone is different. And when it comes to certain individuals that are unable yet to communicate through heart-to-heart conversations, it usually could disappoint the other party. Such as if you are the one that wants to communicate with them so badly, heart-to-heart conversations. But not everyone can do that. And so what to do in this situation? That would then come into closing unresponsive chat in our daily lives, so to free up space. Okay, so then we don't have to worry about that. What I would usually do is that if I actually already sent up the request, say I want to bring up this conversation, about this, it can be very sensitive conversations or even general things, but some people really don't reply, and then it just feels like the entire conversation or the chat just is being left hanging. Okay, and what it feels to me is like as if I open a folder or a tab and I just keep it there, and then I'm not doing anything about it because it's still loading. It keeps loading, a tab on the browser or a window, we would say. It keeps loading, and it's unable to land the page. like is unable to land on that page. What does it mean? Over time, the computer usually system would tell us that it's unresponsive. Like the window is unresponsive, okay? It just can't connect. So what would you do if you are in such a situation where the window or the chat or the tab becomes unresponsive? You would force quit. You would close the tab, right? You would close the tab or force quit it. Sometimes the entire application would just fail. So you have to force quit it and then you have to reopen it. And that's what I would usually do. And yes, exactly, I would do that. Because I don't want to wait on anyone, okay? And it's actually really bothering. And I have my own things to do in my life, and I don't want to open up another folder for you just for you to keep loading. Okay? And so what I would do is, in physical reality, I would communicate with them that very directly that it's okay that you don't want to reply at this moment, but I just want to wrap it up for myself because I have, I would actually speak my truth that here's how I feel as regarding to this entire situation or context or the subject that I want to talk about, and I would just deliver it. And then I would say, I am not, stressing you to reply, and I'm not actually expecting you to reply. But if you do want to approach or say, talk about it, please understand that I actually value genuine communication. Like basically it's like speaking your truth. It doesn't have to be what I just said, but it's like truly expressing how I feel about it. And just close the chat. Say I don't want to spend my attention or time or energy on this particular tab that is unresponsive and keep running at the back end of my head. Okay, so this is how I mind crafted in order to close that particular unresponsive tab or chat. Okay, so to free up storage and free up space in my life, because I free up space in my mind. Enjoy this. I hope you enjoy this video as much as I do. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for your presence and your patience and your support. Bye bye.